Hi everyone, it's Jenny and me. We're here at LaGuardia Community College on Memorial Day weekend because we just didn't have anything else to do. No one
Nothing
is
at
here
all.
though. It's weird. So we thought we would just start off with a couple of Spitfire questions. Yeah?
All right, let's
Sound
get
good?
started.
Okay.
All right. Lauren, where did you grow up?
I grew up about 25 minutes southwest of Chicago in Lamont, Illinois. How about you?
Sounds fancy.
It's a little fancy.
I grew up on Long Island, a town called Smithtown. Pretty boring.
Sounds Long Island.
Yeah.
What did you originally go to college for, Jenny?
I majored in psychology and I minored in sociology.
Oh, wow. I went to musical theater school. How old were you when you moved to the city?
22 years old.
I was 20.
Who was your rock throughout the program?
Oh, I definitely have to say my fiance, Kenny. How about you?
That's sweet. My cats.
That's sweet too.
What was your go-to distraction throughout the program?
I guess the fact that I always wanted to sit on my couch and eat ice cream and watch The Sopranos.
How about you? Sounds like a fun night. That would have to be my cats and CrossFit.
And Tinder.
Moving on.
What was your most awkward moment of the program?
Draping lab with Professor Chan.
All right, quick.
Favorite goniometer measurement?
Ulnar deviation.
Ankle inversion.
Absolutely. Favorite special test?
Thomas test. He sounds nice.
Eli's test. He sounds cute.
Favorite modality?
Russian stim.
I like a good hop pack.
Favorite gait deviation?
That would have to be non-weight bearing on the left with a slight festination.
It's very specific. I'm gonna go bilateral circumduction.
Ooh.
Favorite transfer?
Sliding board with min assist.
Hoyer lift. I'm lazy. So Jenny, how did you get here? What was the path that led you to the grounds of LaGuardia Community College?
Well, I originally went to school for psychology and sociology. I graduated and did nothing with those degrees, and I moved to the city without a job or much experience at all. I ended up working retail for a couple years, and then I started working at the front desk at a gym. From there, I started studying to become a personal trainer, and then I did that for a couple years, and it was good for a while. It's hard work, it's long hours, and eventually,
Uptight people.
yeah, Upper East Side, you know. And then,
No offense, Professor Engel. We love your neighborhood so much.
And then I found out about becoming a physical therapist assistant, and I looked into it, and on paper it didn't seem like it would be too hard. It seemed like a fulfilling career. And my whole life I've been an athlete and interested in health and fitness and helping others, so I thought it would be a good fit. And that's the reason why I started coming here. How about yourself?
Oh boy. Well, I originally moved here to do theater and sing and dance. And I graduated graduated college when I was 22, and immediately started working and like traveling everywhere, doing shows, like musical theater shows. And I was like subletting apartments, and I was very much living a gypsy lifestyle. And then somewhere in the middle of that, I ended up working on a cruise ship overseas, and I traveled the world for 6 months, which was awesome. And one of the first days that I got on the cruise ship to go away for 6 months, I met my now fiance, Kenny, who was a drummer on the cruise ship. So I was a singer, he was the drummer.
So romantic.
It was romantic. Yeah, it was like a rom-com. And it was an international ship, so we were a couple of the only Americans on the whole ship. So I think that's like also why we bonded. So we came back here after the contract was over, and I actually ended up injuring my knee again, which is a reoccurring thing that's been happening that our entire class knows about.
Yes.
In pretty much great detail. So that happened again. I needed a really pretty big reconstructive surgery, and I saw about 4 or 5 doctors, all of whom said you should stop dancing. So that was like really tough for me to swallow, but I thought, okay, well, you know, what else do I like? What else can I be doing? And in the meantime, in all of my 20s, I had also been a personal trainer, and I also worked at a gym, and I had certainly been doing that freelance lifestyle like while I was auditioning for things, and that industry was like, it's a little vain, and it's like a little bit like it's sexist, yes, and it can be just hard to manage on your own. And so I started looking at programs, and I did think about like DPT programs, but to be honest, I guess I was 31 at the time, and I just could not swallow the idea of going back to school for like years. So this was like the perfect sort of in the middle program where I felt like I could commit to a couple years of school and have something new under my belt that I still really liked and could be passionate about. And here we are. Jenny, what would you say was one of your biggest hurdles that something that was difficult for you throughout the program?
Well, throughout the program, I struggled with being, assertive and confident, and, the professors would always tell me I need to work on this, and I'll never forget, it was after I had finally completed the 45-minute practical, and I'll never forget, I asked Dr. Engel, Dr. Engel, did I pass? Like, how did I do? And she just looked me in the eye and said, Jenny, you did fine, but you need to be more confident. Lauren is not going to be with you at clinicals.
Fast forward to our last clinical at Upper East Side Rehab. Jenny, it was a pleasure doing my last affiliation with you.
Amazing. So Lauren, who is someone in the program that made a lasting impression on you?
Oh, well, Jenny, I think it would have to be you.
Oh, stop.
Oh, yes. I think that our friendship is sort of like a fun one to think about because, you just turned 30 recently, but I think as we get out of our 20s and we're pretty far away from our original college days, and especially in New York, I think it can be kind of hard to meet new girlfriends and make new friends. And so when I first met Jenny in this program, we kind of hit it off in the sense that we both were a little dry, very strong-willed, but also I thought she was really smart, and I think she thought I was smart, and we make good study partners, and we kind of put that together. And that's something really valuable to have because we certainly have studied a lot.
Yeah, and it definitely made a difference for me because I'm pretty shy at first, and Lauren is abrasive, and I like that about her.
I'm working on it. But I also really appreciated the fact that Jenny would turn completely around to me in the classroom to ask me a question.
Full 180. So
then I could say I don't know, and then ask the teacher. I know all of our faculty loved that.
Yes.
That thing that Jenny did. But I think that in the in-between time of studying together and spending all this time together, we also got into personal life, and and that's sort of how it became an actual friendship, which is really cool because it's something that you can kind of take with you from this program at a time when I don't feel like it's just really that easy to make new girlfriends, so
well said.
high five.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the